Alright, today I'm going to be walking you through how to build a Facebook and Instagram ad through Facebook Business Manager, also known as Facebook Business Suite. The names are used interchangeably. So Facebook does own Instagram now, so whenever you create an ad, you can have, whenever you are at the end of creating your ad, you're able to select if you want to share it through both Facebook and Instagram. So through this business suite, you're able to manage both your Facebook and Instagram if they're connected through here. Now this is going to be the easiest platform to create your ads through instead of going through just your regular Facebook profile. If you have not registered your account through Facebook Business Suite, all you have to do is Google Facebook Business Manager, click the link, and then you're going to be able to register your account with the Facebook Business Manager. There's a lot of other details that I'll create a how-to video later on how to use Facebook Business Manager so you can get familiar with it and see the perks to using it. Now for the ads, we're going to start here by going to More Tools, and then you're going to click Ads Manager. Now when you get here, if you have done ads previously, you're going to be able to see all of those campaigns, when they were, what your budget was. You'll be able to look at the results, the reach. So that's where all of this is going to be. So if you click create right here, that's going to start the creation process for your ad. So the first thing we're going to start with is the kind of what your campaign goal is. So there's a couple different things you can pick from. If you are looking at traffic, this is going to bring traffic to your website and to your page. Now if you're looking for more leads generation, that's where you can set up a form through Facebook and track the leads through the lead center that way, and you'll be able to make sure that you enter all of that information into RuZone. Now if you select messages, this will send prospects directly through the messenger connected with your Facebook profile, so that's where that contact's going to go through. But what we're going to want to do is select traffic today. So now down here in the name your campaign, you're going to want to name this campaign for audit purposes for billing. So we're just going to label this one X to check the box. Now don't worry about this part. You're going to click continue right here. And this is where you're going to start setting up your campaign. Now for us, you are going to turn on this special ad category, and you are going to click that drop down box and you're going to select employment. And you're able to keep this. You can show some more options. Don't worry about the spending limit because we're going to set up your campaign budget later on down here at the bottom. So if you turn on this campaign budget optimization, you can come down here. You're going to want to click this to lifetime budget instead of daily budget, and you're going to put whatever that total amount is that you've selected for spending. We're just going to keep this one at 700. Don't worry about this ad scheduling, and we're going to click next right here. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is pick where you're wanting to drive this traffic to. So if this is your website, you'll select website. If you want to do it through the app, you're going to click there, or you can even run traffic through Messenger, which is also going to be associated with your Facebook page that you're setting this up through. Now for the start date and end date, you're going to want to start that with the billing cycle. So it's always going to start on the 20th of the month and end on the 19th of the month after. So you can set that time for whatever that time's going to be. And we are going to move down here to the next section. There's no need to add those spending limits because it has your lifetime budget, so it will not let you go over that, that budget that you've set. Now for location here, if you click edit, you can add multiple locations here. Like you can make multiple selections. So you can search, so we're on the Jacksonville State page, so you can search Jacksonville, Alabama, and click that as a location. So you would click that right there, and it's going to add that. So you can make this as vague or as specific as you had, and like I said, you can add multiple sections here. Now if you come down to this age range, this is where you're obviously going to put your age range. You can also even be more specific on the gender. Now keeping it on all is going to be your best option. If you are doing it in another language, that's where you would change that right here. Now placements, this is specifically where your ad is going to be placed on the page. So if you have automatic placements, or you can click manual placements right here, and this is where you can decide where you want to place your ad. So this is where you can select that Facebook or Instagram option, and you can check either all of these or one of these. Now, like I said, since Facebook and Instagram or Facebook owns Instagram now, obviously selecting both of these is going to be a good option, because you're doing that one shot, one kill, and hitting two platforms at the same time with the same exact campaign. So coming down here in placements, this is kind of where you can get a little bit more specific. And now, obviously, now looking at this preview display, you can kind of get an idea of where it's going to display. So feeds is going to be just an ad that pops up on their normal Facebook feed. So you're obviously going to want that. Stories is going to be where people are clicking through. It's not necessarily a commonly accessed place, but if it's something you want to target and you believe stories are accessed frequently, then you can go that route. And if you do have a video, you're definitely going to want to go with manual placement, not automatic placement, just as a recommendation. And it gives you the sizing guidelines on what to pick from. Now, if you come down here on these more options, it's going to show you that it's going to put on mobile devices and desktop. So that's going to be how you're you're going to be catering to people on their mobile devices and on their desktop. Now, if you come to this next section down here, this is how you want to optimize your ad delivery. So you can either go by link clicks, daily unique reach, or impressions. It's going to depend on how you want to cater to those, and each of them has a description on what it is. So you're going to pick those that are going to be the best for your program and what you're wanting out of your ad. So, we're just going to go with, link clicks for this one, and you'll click next right here. And this is where you're going to pick your Instagram account. So you'll click the correct Facebook page up here. And I've obviously got a couple, but you'll click if you click this ROTC page, it will automatically link your Facebook page and the Instagram associated with it. Now, in this ad setup, this is where you're going to either add that image or video to your ad. They also have a carousel option where you can add multiple images. So that is an option as well if you're wanting to be able to choose multiple pictures. So for this media, you'll either click add image or add video. For the slideshow, that's where the carousel is going to come in. Now, this primary text, that is going to be what your value statement is. So, for example, if you're saying 100% of students at VMI graduate completely debt-free. Now, if you go to this headline right here, that is your attention getter. That is going to be what is really pulling people into your ad. And for your call to action, this is going to be what the link says where you're getting them to go. So if you had, if you're going for the website, you would maybe want to click contact us, or you could go with learn more. Those are going to be the best, or maybe even apply now if you're, referencing to an application process. And this is going to be, your message template for Messenger. We didn't pick that Messenger option. Now, if you come over here on this side, this little red box right here are going to be issues that it has with your ad. So it's not going to publish your ad without fixing all of these red highlighted boxes right here. So, for this circumstance is that I did not enter an id date and I did not create a headline for my ad. So before you publish, Facebook will let you know if there were any discrepancies. If you don't have any error messages pop up here in that box, then you're going to be good to publish. So we're not actually going to publish this ad right here. We're going to close this and close again. So, obviously if you decide, if you're setting it up and you're not quite ready to publish it, it's going to leave it right here. If you decide you don't want to run this ad anymore, you'll select it and you'll click more and you'll click delete. Now for billing, to add the GPC card to pay for your ad, you'll click billing right here on the ads manager. And then you will go to payment settings. And then this is where you'll be able to click add payment method right here. You can view past receipts. You can actually set a spending limit. So that way, if you say your amount of money you requested is $1,000, you can set your spending limit for $1,000 and your ad will automatically stop once you hit $1,000 if you do not stop it sooner. So that is a quick run through video of how to set up a Facebook ad. Now this is from a iPad, so it may look a little bit different. The order of things may come in differently if you're doing it through a desktop instead of through a iPad or tablet. Now I would not recommend doing this through a mobile phone because there are a lot of small details to look at and things you're going to want to see a big picture of. So I'd recommend either on an iPad or a tablet or a desktop to really get the best effect out of this business manager and through the ads manager to get this set up.